I understand how a commercial bank hates nurturing some little company along with loans, and when he finally needs a public security issue, they have to fob him off to an investment bank. They want to follow their customer. Mm-hmm. And by the way, that's not the main problem. We could allow commercial banks to underwrite securities for their customers. It's this vast trading in derivatives and proprietary trading that is now the problem. Canada doesn't get in trouble with. There are a lot of countries that have commercial banks that can underwrite securities that don't have troubles. We don't have to have exactly the same result we had under Glass-Steagall. What we need to rein in is the crazy leverage.
How's it going to be done? I mean, because you
it would be child's play for somebody like me to sit down and write the legislation. But of course, I'm not. No, nobody's asking me.
We're asking you. You're talking about a regulatory system that you say utterly failed us, and now you've got a proposal on the Senate floor that could reach the president's desk in a matter of days or weeks. So this is the critical time.
So
do we have it wrong?
Well,
we're going after the wrong things?
Probably.
Yet it's
nobody's going after the accountants, and the accountants have utterly failed us. No, they'll do a lot wrong. They always have. But will they be better than nothing? I think they will be better than nothing. But whether they will actually do it right, if I'm correct in what should be done, I would bet a lot that they won't do it right. And I don't think it's that hard to do it right. You just take away the ability to run these vast derivative books and proprietary trading strategies. We do not need that level of risk in institutions that are too big to fail and that use the government's credit. It's crazy to give the government's credit, the government's fountain pen, to somebody and say you can do any damn thing you please. I don't think we want the contagion of this miasma of super leveraged, super greedy trading to be in the part of our system that ought to be more like engineering bridges. The system for engineering bridges is an ordinary person can't design to the standards and get in trouble. You don't need to be a genius at self-control or anything else to design a good bridge. And we have a system in our financial institutions where we allow them to create, well, it's the equivalent of allowing lots of hydrogen and oxygen in every intersection and then saying, go through here with a flamethrower. You know what's going to happen.
Well, isn't the question social utility? Isn't the question,
oh, yes,
what do these products provide?
Well, if you ask my opinion on that subject, the net social utility of practically all the modern derivative trading is negative. If you take every advantage they give the wider civilization, add them all up, weigh them against the disadvantages, we'd be better off without the whole caboodle.
So they should be illegal?
Of course.
Will they ever be?
Well, Tennyson once said the thoughts of men are widened with the process of the suns. So maybe in the long pull, this has been pretty diseased. If you look at the balance sheet of a major investment bank, you see trillions of notional value, uncleared positions in the hundreds of billions, partial collateralization, big complexity. It just looks like hydrogen and oxygen waiting for flame. And that's because it is hydrogen and oxygen waiting for flame. And of course a wise civilization shouldn't permit it. Why in the hell should J.P. Morgan Chase have the biggest derivative book in the world with all these uncleared transactions? And furthermore, the accounting is phony. It's not deliberately phony. The banks don't realize how phony their accounting is in their derivative books. That's partly the fault of the accountants, including the accountants in the regulating agencies. if American accounting were better, we would have had a lot less trouble.